Yeah, Prof here with the squares. Oh geez, that came in fast. Extreme close-ups. We have a Corsair M65 RGB Elite. I actually originally had that in black, but then they released it in white.
Yeah.
So I bought the white one.
Well, you know.
I don't know what happened to my black one. It might have.
It's probably for the best. All right. Because these things were always chonkers, and I think they fixed that a little bit with this model.
They did, and they fixed the grip too.
It's like under 100 grams finally,
which
isn't saying much nowadays.
I actually told Linus to check this one out because he liked the M45.
Yeah, the M45 is good.
And this is more towards that.
Still got, and we'll see just in a second once I can get all these things in a plastic tray. They didn't have a giant cardboard coffin.
I'm just gonna say, look at that USB plug, man.
Yeah,
that is you'd kill, man, with that.
Huge, man. It's about as big as my finger.
I think I have flash drive smaller than that. I'm pretty sure I do.
You do. Yeah, that's probably about the size of your Ferrari one. So yeah, there's the problem I have with it is the older models would actually have like a plastic piece that would run the whole length of it. And they just said, "Get out of here, Squares. We're chopping it off."
I don't disagree. Okay, I don't disagree.
Here's how, if I could, you might have to go around. So most people would probably hold it like this.
Yeah.
Nah. I hold like this. I have nowhere to put my thumb, really.
Okay, I agree with your statement. That was dumb. And I think they fixed that on a newer one than this one. Because there might be one newer than this
This is the newest one.
I think there's a newer one than that one now.
Jesus.
Like, is this the Elite or no? I think there's an Elite.
This is the Elite. This is the M65
Okay,
RGB
so that
Elite.
is the new... Because there's a M65 Pro
I think
RGB.
that was the one prior to this. Yeah, this is the one that has the 3389, I think.
Either way, as for me, it's better. Because if you're wondering, on the older M65s,
Like you just explained,
they put the sniper, though...
You grip like that.
Right there.
Right there, where you pinch it.
Not always.
I grip like just
but
in there.
They used to put the sniper button in the wrong spot.
Yeah.
Right there.
I liked it when it was there. It was out of the way.
That's because you gripped past it.
Yeah, exactly.
And not where you're supposed to put your hand. We'll give you guys a 360 here.
Who needs a sniper button? I'll just move my hand slower. Where'd you put that plastic coffin? Did you toss it on there?
Yes, I shot it way over here.
Right,
and it made a really cool twing noise, like twing. For those watching the video, agree with me in the comments. Did it make a cool noise? I sure thought it did. So, I think everybody who liked this shape, for the most part, agreed that this was an improvement over the previous M65 Pro.
I mean, they were definitely able to drop the weight, like...
it still has weights. Pro tip, take the weights out, take the things that hold the weights out, just gut the thing.
You can bring it down to 97, according to Corsair.
And the cable's stiff as a...
Silver cable on this one?
Yeah, because it's a white one. Oh. And this is white glossy. So good. So good.
Peel off this.
But I agree. I think Dimitri from Hard Connects complained about that too. He's like, okay, even if you don't expect people to put their finger there, like why would you cut it off? Because you're literally like, maybe there were people who liked the M65 that gripped there. Like, why would you cut that market off? And I don't disagree with that. I will say though that the shape is better. Like if you put these side by side, it's a little bit longer.
The same shape as the other one? Isn't it identical?
Nope. No, they elongate it a little bit, and you actually have a thumb rest. The other one does not have this full thumb rest. It only goes out to like right there.
I can't recall.
I have them all upstairs, so we could go get them. But like, this is an if you like the M65 shape, this is probably improved for you. Probably ergonomically, it's better. But if you put your finger there like Squares, no. Sorry. Go buy an M45.
If I remember correctly, I just took like a silicone pad that I had and I just stuck it right in the front.
Yeah.
And I stuck it right in the front, not stuck, but stuck it and fixed the issue.
These side buttons are mushy. Sniper button's actually real clicky.
I mean, you have to deliberately push the sniper
which
button
is good.
this time around, yeah.
But yeah, and they put it in a reasonable spot because it used to be like they expect you to hit it with like this part of your thumb, but that's what you grip the mouse with. So I don't know what they were thinking there.
Yeah. There's also a gap in between the sniper button on the older models too.
Yeah.
So you didn't have the sniper button and then the forward button right there. No. It was like a little bit of texture. So you actually had to roll your finger up or deliberately push the sniper button. Now it's just, do I hold on to this? Or do I go back here?
No, you put your finger on the sniper button.
If I go back here, yeah, if I put on the... I don't know.
Yeah, that's what
I'll
you
just
do.
move my hand slower.
I'm not, to be truthful,
Yeah, I'm such a...
I used to be into, like, I ran the 502 for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one just feels way more comfy than the M65. I think there's more room for your fingers on this side, too. Like, you're not as...
I swear, it's almost identical shape-wise.
Do I have to go get one?
You might have to, eventually. You don't have to right now, but yeah.
Yeah, it's an improved design minus that bit. If you need that bit, don't buy this one.
I mean, the top ones definitely feel better, too.
Oh, yeah.
I think before they had a little LED readout that they had for it. These feel still pretty
Scroll wheels,
garbage, but
pretty
you know,
decent.
yeah. No side to side, I don't think.
No.
Just
But
got the
it's
up and down.
it's a pretty decent.
Weird texture on the wheel I'm seeing. Whatever that is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Almost looks like an arrowhead.
But there's the rest of your 360. We'll go around. Yeah, they got a nice flare on this side. The M65 shape, like, people will know if they like it or not, because it is a unique shape.
I mean, it's definitely... You can palm it.
Yeah.
As a primary...
Or fingertip grip it.
Yeah. Palm gripper. I mean, it definitely works. It's probably, if you were a claw gripper, it's probably up there as not, like, god tier, like
No.
the...
I think it'd probably be more
like the
fingertip.
Spawn or the Zornet, you know, where those are basically just like amazing mice.
But there are some people that palm. I don't think palm claw would work for this because not a hump in the back.
I know what I do,
There's not enough hump in the back.
and it kind of works. So you can kind of.
Hayden likes this, and he's a fingertip gripper.
Maybe
so.
it's good for that too.
He liked the M45 though too because it had no buttons. It was plastic.
Yeah.
Should have made that. One of those.
I agree. I feel like.
I remember
bring back.
Linus said he bought out
Yeah. All of them?
NCIX.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah.
And this one he finally made him consider because the shape's actually better for once. You know what I mean? But he just bought. It was like, yeah, sorry if you guys can't get M45s in Canada. I just bought them at one point because like once they stopped making it because they refreshed. Remember they refreshed the M65 with like RGB. They made the M65, and then they just like, yeah, we're not making the M45 anymore. And it's just like
They should bring that mouse back.
it's for one of you guys. It's basically the same mouse without the metal frame or the weights or the sniper button.
It's still pretty decent Corsair build quality though.
Yeah, you know, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying that not having a metal frame brings the weight down a bunch.
And the biggest thing with me, my main complaint with it is just, at least on this make and model, is just the fact that there's no place to really grip. Because I think on the older models, I would be able to squeeze my thumb in between here.
Yeah.
And then I could move it up a little bit too. So the nice thing about this though is it is noticeably lighter. So it is still good.
If I recall with the M45 too, I think they didn't have the whole LCD thing back here.
No.
It was just a button. Or maybe two buttons.
It might have been 2 buttons, yeah.
But they kept it simple. And
yeah, no sniper
especially
button.
with the trend now, I think they'd be smart to bring back like a simpler
variant of this.
I
mean, I feel like that's probably their most popular shape.
For Corsair, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. And there are enough people that have been around and used some variant of this that you know how people just I need a new mouse and I use a Death Adder, they just buy a Death Adder.
Yeah.
Same thing with M65. Like it's you like the shape,
the
you
new
just,
variant of it, yeah.
Yep. Or I know people that like certain shapes enough that whenever the new one comes out, they just buy it and they put the other one in the closet for if it breaks or on their backup computer they'll bring it to work because it still works. But you want the nice one at home, when you're
true
when you're banging heads,
Yeah.
So, I personally think, and I think a bunch of those people that what did I just kick?
Just the plastic cover there. Yeah.
Get out of here, you. Think that's an improvement, but obviously if you grip way up there, not so much. Try out the mouse. These are definitely in locations. COVID though, so lick your hand first. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Wear your mask. But and I'm gonna unscrew those weights right away and throw them in my pile of weights. I have a box of just weights for mice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really heavy.
Jeez.
But let's head up to the next one. We'll probably go with one of their newer ones here, the Night Sword. Night Sword?
Mm-hmm.
Very nice right-handed handed mouse. We also have the Glaive, which is a chonker of a mouse. And we have the Harpoon RGB.
And the M55.
N55. What we don't have, though, is the Ironclaw that's actually a palm mouse because of the lulls.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Paul's Hardware was just laughing at that one. He's like, it's Ironclaw for palm grippers.
Don't worry about it.
All right, the M55 is actually pretty decent. So
Yes.
we'll be back with more mooses, and this is now the Mad Moose 10-minute.
Don't worry about it.
See ya.